SR&BG in the rapture. The Bible talk about the rapture. People getting taken up while others are left behind to suffer. So you got people out there that really believe that they're going to be laying in bed with their girl or at work with their buddy, and the righteous one is just going to get taken up, disappear, man. He didn't even call in sick. He came to work, but he got raptured, man. They just might dock his pay because he gone. Now his friend is there. Why? Because he's left behind. His woman in the bed, she wake up, she don't see him. He's gone. She's still there. Why? Because she was left behind. People really think that people gonna just float away or just disappear. That's not how it works, but yet the rapture is happening. Yes, there is a such thing as the rapture, but you have to understand that the rapture is a mental thing. You hear what I'm saying? There's been people getting raptured for years. I say some earlier, some later, some now, some gonna be tomorrow, some yesterday. One person just might got raptured now. I remember when I was raptured. First of all, being raptured is a mind thing, spiritual thing also, but it's getting elevated. You get into a different dimension or a different frequency. You just vibing higher than the third dimensional people that you used to be around. That's what rapture really is. I remember the first day I was raptured, man. I remember that day I was in the gym. I went to the gym that morning, and yeah, I had knowledge. I had the knowledge of SR&BG. I had the knowledge of gray aliens and skinwalkers and cheetah woolies and all of that. But I wasn't raptured. It's a difference. So I remember where I was at. I was in Gold's Gyms, 4th and Pine, and Long Beach. And I was on the bench press. And I went down, and I was bench pressing, and I got up, right? I went down bench press, and I got up this time, and I seen the damn Matrix, man. I haven't stopped seeing it. I got up, and I seen how the things are being manipulated, how spirits hop in and out of people, man. At this same time, I lost the taste for certain foods, certain music, certain TV shows, certain people, because I was elevated higher than things that I used to like. All of a sudden, I got a new taste in my mouth. All of a sudden, I wanted to listen to more high vibrating music. When I hop on YouTube, I wanted to listen to more high vibrating messages and peace. I wanted to meditate more. But the people that I was hanging around, they were still doing the same thing. So I was just a little bit higher than them. But as the years went by, I started elevating higher, 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 to now it's such a noticeable separation that it's like they were left behind. I remember the day that that happened. And like I said, I was always, enlightened to all of the conspiracies, the aliens, elves, the witchcraft, all of that. But it was that missing thing. It's like something got turned on. The ones who are going to be raptured is the ones who have it turned on. And then we're going to go higher and higher while these people down here is still planning on going to Disneyland. They still fighting and bickering off of things that don't even matter. And we could see that because we're looking down at it. We have elevated higher than that. We have been raptured while they been left behind. You see what I'm saying? The rapture is taking place right now. This is the separation of the wheat from the tare. Nobody's going to float off. It doesn't work like that, man. But yet people are getting higher and higher and leaving other people behind. Okay, people aren't going to be able to recognize the people that's raptured. People not going to even be able to recognize the things that they are saying because it's going to be so high vibing that you're going to be right around the low vibers, the ones that got left behind. And they're not going to even be able to recognize you, man. The rapture is taking place right now, and although nobody is physically floating off, we are floating off. But it's mentally, it's spiritually. And there's people that's still in the projects. There's still a guy that woke up this morning and wanted a 40 ounce in the blunt and spill his seed just like he did up in 1996, 2006, 2016, and he will do it again in 2026. Because he can't elevate because he didn't get raptured. You hear what I'm saying? NPCs cannot get raptured. They are always going to be the same people that they always was. They're a part of the program. People who sold their energy to the program to keep the program running, they can't get raptured. So why do they suffer? Why in the Bible it said that the people who's going to get raptured is going to escape this, and the people who don't get raptured is going to suffer? Why? Because the people who don't get raptured isn't going to have that connection to the Most High, that connection that I call the spiritual umbilical cord. They're not going to get the download, the nutrients. They're not going to know where the food is. They're not going to know when to go inside and when to go outside. They're not going to get the directions, instructions, because theirs were coming from the programmers who have been defeated. So this is why they're going to suffer, because they're going to starve. It's like ants without antennas. They just go in circles and bite each other or whatever the hell they do. But for the ones that was raptured, see, we are connected to the Most High. So we're going to get the instructions. We're going to know where the food is. We're going to know when to stay in and then go out, move here, settle here, dig here. The gold is there. The connections is there. Because we are being guided by the one that creates galaxies and universes. We are being guided by the one that created the people that wrote these damn programs. So now we're going to write the programs. And the ones who didn't elevate, the ones who were left behind, the ones who didn't get raptured, they are going to be in a Neanderthal state like it was in the beginning. So shall it be in the end. And that is the rapture, man. Peace.